Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different from my recent videos. I am doing a tag video, and this is called the Shinestrong tag, and I just liked everything that it represented. And I was tagged by my good friend Letitia, which is at Look Under Here. I'll put her channel in the description box. She has a really cool fashion channel with a lot of DIY projects and stuff like that, so definitely check her out. And she's so cute, you just want to go like this to her face. Well, I do anyways. I know her personally in real life and I love her. So anyways, I'm gonna put that below. So I'm going to get started on this
first
tag.
question.
Finish this sentence. Strong is. Okay, I would say strong is doing it anyway. And what I mean by that is, despite fear, adversity, fear is like one of the biggest, I think, obstacles with us doing anything that we want to do. So I would say, in spite of that, just being able to do it anyway, just, you know, ignoring that, not really thinking too much about what people might think if you do something, or how people might judge you, or what might happen to you. Just doing it, forcing yourself to do it anyway. I think that really makes you strong. Number 2, what's the bravest thing you've ever done? Ooh, I would say one of the bravest things I've ever done was decide to pursue what I was passionate about as a career. In high school, I was heavily involved with all sorts of activities. My last year I was the school president, and when I finished school I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just so caught up in all the activities of school that I wasn't really focused so much on what I wanted to do after school. And I know everybody was, you know, starting their college experience, and I really didn't want to jump into it not having a clue what I wanted to do. I know college costs money, and I didn't want to waste money not knowing what I want to do. So I took a year off, and I ended up working retail for a year. And it was actually in that job where I realized that my passion for fashion was definitely beyond, you know, a little side interest. It was something I wanted to pursue. But I know during that time making that decision, I definitely had people around me. Not my family. My family is like the most supportive family ever, but people around me, you know, kind of judging me a bit, and, you know, saying things like, you need to go back to school, blah, blah. And I remember just thinking to myself, wow, people obviously don't think that I have, you know, half the ambition I thought they would think of me, because I was always so, you know, motivated in school. Like, I didn't make the decision not to go to college because I was just not going to ever go. I just wanted to go when I was ready. And I can tell you a lot of those people ended up changing careers later in life, or, you know, not finishing college, or doing stuff they're not happy about. So I would definitely say listening to yourself, listening to your gut is one of the best decisions you can make. I can tell you, when I finally did go to fashion school, I had the best experience, and I work in fashion to this day, and I was hired by a teacher at a fashion school, and I still work for that teacher to this day. So yeah, I would definitely say that was one of the bravest decisions I've ever made, and one of the best decisions I've ever made, just listening to your gut. I would say one other little example of this would be my wedding. Now, I again took a risk by just following my gut, what made me happy. I didn't wear a white traditional dress. I could not find a white dress that made me happy, that made me excited, everything that you were supposed to feel. And I ended up seeing a dress in a store window that was everything that a wedding dress does not encompass. It had tribal masks on it. It was just full of, you know, all different colors, and it just felt like me. It honestly felt like me, my personality, put into a print onto a dress. Like, I literally looked at it like this was supposed to be for me. And, you know, I didn't really think about what people would think so much about it not being really a wedding dress. I just tried it on. I remember it feeling like this is what I want to do. And I also felt a part of me, I've always had this inclination to try and inspire people or like make them think outside of the box. And I remember thinking, if I can do this and also give a little message of, you know, you don't have to follow society's structure all the time. I mean, wearing a white dress is not going to make a difference in the marriage in the long run, and that's what it's all about. It's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage. So I said, you know, if I can send a little message out as well, I'm all for that. And so I ended up wearing, you know, this really colorful dress. And people might think that I had it designed because I got married in Barbados, but honestly, it wasn't even about where I was getting married. It's not like I pre-planned and had this dress made. I saw it and I fell in love with it. My bridesmaids already had their dresses. It just happened to be that it was green and it matched with them, but it wasn't pre-planned. People might think it was, but it really wasn't. I just saw it and I was like, that's what it has to be. So I definitely, again, think one of the best things you can do is follow your gut. And I think that that's what makes you strong. Just not really thinking about what everyone else around you might think is the status quo, just doing what feels right for you. Preach. Number 4, what's one thing you've always wanted to learn? I have always wanted to learn how to sew. But I say that, but I have every opportunity to learn. I don't know, I get impatient when I try to sew, but I guess I want to learn to have the patience. I just want to know how to sew without learning. Is that okay? Number 5. How does your BFF shine strong? So I would say I have 2 BFFs for sure. I have my girl BFF, and then I have my husband, who is definitely also my BFF. So for my girl, how does she shine strong? She is literally a Hallmark card in a human being. When I tell you, I always say when she leaves like little notes or she'll message me, just like inspiration or whatever, I always say, are you sure you don't want to like market yourself and make Hallmark cards? Because everything she says, it is so heartfelt. She's like, she genuinely cares about people and how they feel. And she just, things that you might be thinking, but you're like, oh, I might not say that, it'll be too much. She'll say it and she'll make you feel so amazing about yourself, and it's just a reflection of her. Like everything that comes out of her, all this positive stuff that she says, I know it's a reflection of her because that's who she is. And my husband, how does he shine strong? He literally has, I always said when I wanted to meet someone in life, settle with someone, whatever, that my number 1 attribute that I was looking for is someone with a heart of gold. I would literally say that in my head, like a heart of gold. And he is that person. He has, not to say, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like that's one thing that I'm proud of, that I have such I care for people. Like I really, really care for people, probably to the point that I will cry for strangers interacting in public and stuff when I watch certain things. Like I really feel for people, and I find that he just has one of those a heart like that where he's just so giving, and he cares for people so much. He cares about, you know, treating people well, doesn't matter who they are, not being judgmental. And that's something that is really important to me as well. Even in friends, like I gravitate towards people that are not judgmental and, you know, are just, you know, just driven by a positive kind of soul, if you know what I mean. So I would say that that's how he shines. Number 6, strong. What natural talent would you want to be gifted with? This is very easy. I wish I could sing. I can barely even speak with a nice tone, so you know I can't sing. I really, really wish I could. Number 7, what is your idea of happiness? My idea of happiness is definitely gratitude. I feel like being grateful for things and being thankful for things in return make me happy. And the more I am grateful for something, the more I attract good things into my life. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. half the time these cliches they tell you in life are true, and they're there for a reason. They just sound corny, but it's true. So I would definitely say gratitude is something that really makes me a happy person. And I would say I am mostly a happy person. Many people have not seen me upset because to me it's not worth it. I'm a very relaxed, chill vibe person. That's how I am. To me, I actually believe I annoy people at times because as soon as they tell me something, I always have the positive, and it's just like a natural reaction. And I guess you train yourself to be like that. And I've been like that pretty much all my life, and I have family members that are like, I don't know how you're always like that, but it's just, I guess when you train yourself to be like that, it's a natural reaction. And so that has helped me be a happy person most of the time. It takes a lot to get me upset.
Number 8, what is your motto? Words you live by or that mean a lot to you? Definitely, I love how I just forgot as I said that. Definitely, if it's, oh my gosh, hold on. Got it. Definitely everything's okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. I'm going to say that again. Think about it good and think about things in your life. Everything is okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And that applies to everything when I think about even the worst things. When you think of losing someone, death, everything. There comes a point after the grieving where you celebrate their life, and that to me is like one of the hardest things, I think, for me personally, that's it for me. Losing people that you care about in life, that's the scariest thing for me.
And so even though it is awful and tragic, that is something, it's so true when you think about those people that you lost, and in the time you felt like, the world is ending. At some point, you seek solitude in the memories, you're able to move on, and that's being a human. We're so resilient. And for anything, rejection, oh my God, you know how many times I've been rejected by different things in life, by putting yourself out there for opportunities, career, whatever, and you just get to a point where it's like, you know what, it's okay, I'm living, everything's okay, and if it's not okay now, it's going to be okay eventually. Number 9, what is your ultimate Shinestrong hairstyle? Definitely just a wash and go. I'm from that team of, fine, thin hair, and a wash and go is pretty much all I can do other than having my hair in a bun. So I can't really do twist outs, my hair is too thin. Braid outs don't do anything for me, same scenario. So basically this look right here, that's my go-to Shinestrong look. Number 10, finish the sentence. I love good hair days because they make outfits look better. I think my friend Letitia said the same thing or something along those lines, and it's true. I feel like it kind of completes, it's like the best accessory for any outfit. Yeah, definitely though. Number 11, share your best tip for strong, healthy hair. Drink a lot of water, and also I would say moisturize, especially if you have hair that is curly. Our hair is like the driest kind of hair there is. Definitely keep it moisturized. So drink inside and water outside. Number 12, finish the sentence. I shine strong when I am myself. Staying true to myself is when I am, my strongest, and that is when I am my happiest. And I think when I just stay true to myself, good things happen. And it's hard sometimes with social media and life in general, just not comparing yourselves to other people, and really just staying to yourself and keeping I remember one time, like, compliments are great when people are like, oh, I like your hair, blah, blah, blah. But I think compliments that I actually remember the most are ones that have nothing to do with exterior. And I remember a girl telling me recently, I think it was like a birthday or something. I don't know why she told me this. It's probably a birthday. That's when everyone, tells you everything. She said that I have a very authentic personality. And I just remember saying it to myself, saying to my husband, I'm like, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing to tell someone. And I just felt so touched by that. And that is something that I always strive to be, as authentic, and just be myself, be real with you guys, and just, you know what, I'm not trying to front or anything. in life. I just try to be real. Okay, look at me, I'm rambling. Let me just let's stop now. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna tag all of you, whoever wants to do this, but I will also tag some of like my YouTube friends, the ones I know actually have channels that they regularly upload to. I will put them in the link. But I mean, some of you that may have channels, I don't know you have channels, do it and let me know and tag me so I can watch you guys too. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy me talking to you, because then I will do it a bit more. Okay, bye guys.